I thought that so this is kind of like take two. I tried to make a video like this a while ago and I was out of focus, so that's great. So, so I want to kind of document my transition. So to do that, I'm going to give, I don't know if anyone's going to watch this except me, but we'll see. So at this point in my life, I am pretty much out to everyone except people from church and like extended family. And part of the reason from that is, and I'm sure you guys will be able to like, I say you guys, but like, I don't know if anyone's gonna watch this. I only know that like Chase is subscribed to me. But so if you look at like my older videos, you'll be able to see my first like gender tag video where I just kind of explained my gender. And let me tell you, a lot has changed since then. When I did that, I was definitely just starting to come out. I've been out as Mickey for about a year now, and I go through this thing constantly where I will wonder if I'm really trans, and then I immediately remember how uncomfortable I am with like masculinity. It just makes me feel so weird and dysphoric. And so there was a week or two last month where I thought that I might be a trans woman. And I thought about it, I sat on it for a while, and I realized that if I was a cis woman, I would still be in the same position that I'm in now, where I am just comfortable in the middle. And so there's this constant, like, okay, so this week I came out to my parents. And I knew that it wouldn't go well. I knew that, but I needed to do it because I needed to be myself. And if I wasn't able to at least correct them, I don't know what I would do, because the dysphoria was just too much, and it felt like I was literally living a lie. But it feels like I'm finally starting to transition. And I know that like trans people, we don't ever really stop transitioning. But it feels like I'm finally starting down that path. I've started dressing more I don't know about started. I am planning to start dressing more androgynously. You can tell I'm like wearing some makeup, which is so cool because when I had said something about it to my friends, that I was like, considering wearing makeup, immediately I had so many people who were like, oh, let me teach you how this works. I can let you borrow some, But I'm still getting used to it, and I know that it's like a really common thing to like at first be slightly uncomfortable. And I don't know if I would call it uncomfortable, but like it just feels weird to be called your real name or to dress the way that you want to. And I think for a little bit I perceived that to be like, oh, maybe I'm not trans. But I mean, it's just like a change. Like I feel like there's this stereotype that as soon as you come out, you're immediately happy and you feel the euphoria and you're just who you are. And I feel like that's not true for every trans person. Because like me, it feels like I am who I am, but it feels very weird to me. It feels foreign. And I'm gonna go with that's probably because of the fact that I literally spent the first 16 years of my life living a lie. And so like, it does feel liberating and it does feel good to finally be myself. But it also feels really weird because I've never had the freedom to be myself. And so I'm still exploring, like, what feels good to wear, what feels good to be referred to as. Like, for me, I'm very comfortable with femininity. And so my friend Chase was asking me, like, oh, I really like to, like, aggressively call people things so that they feel validated in their gender. And I don't know what works for you. And I am very comfortable with gender neutral or androgynous stuff, but I'm also very comfortable with femininity. And I am not, like, so comfortable with being feminine that I could live my life as a woman, because like I said, like, that's also just not me. I live my life very much in the middle. And it's hard. Oh my gosh, I thought someone was here. It's hard because I know that a lot of people don't understand that, and there's still not the language there for people in the middle, like myself. But I'm finding people who are in the middle, you know. A lot of my relationships, like, not relationships, friends online are trans or non-binary, and we're able to connect over stuff like being misgendered or dead named. And something that happened this week was Scarlett Johansson was playing she was scheduled to play a trans man in a movie, and there was a lot of outrage about it, and she, I think it was yesterday, said that she wouldn't be playing a trans man anymore, which is so good. But I don't know where the fuck I was going with that. I don't know. I feel like it's going to be helpful for me later to be able to look back at this and know where I was at this point in my transition. My parents have not been great, but they're so scared of their worldview changing that they're not willing to help. Or not help, just find help. Which is upsetting because I have people who would love to talk to them. I have so many resources available to them, but they're worried that it's biased, and literally the only bias that there is helping trans kids. I don't know. Okay. Bye, friends.